Binks apparently decided today is a lap day. And I remember to actually close the extra stuff. Yeah. Cuddles and pets. So, as per the request, and as you can kind of see on the tracker, assuming you can see it, no nightmare keys. All of the boss doors are pre-opened, so we don't need to be finding keys in dungeons. We should be able to just beeline bosses if we get the items. But it will be 5 specific instruments and random or shuffled mini-bosses and bosses. So, ideally, we're going to want to see what we need, try to find all of the major boss kill items, and then hope for the best. If we hit a point where we have, like, most of them, or at least enough that I feel confident, we might try to gamble on the bosses. But it'll depend, because they're shuffled. They are everywhere. Yes, Bubba, you are first. And booped. 42 months. And 3, 2, 1, go. What do you get at 50? It's the gold anniversary. Power bracelet. Why does this sound so crispy? Yeah, I don't like that. And it seems to be the ROM itself? Unless my headset is dying. Binks, I need you to stop. Okay. Fixed. So it is my headset. Give him boops, please. He gets head scritches. That's as close as it's getting. Seashell we don't need. Good enough. He likes cheek scritches the best. Early flippers. Alright. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Seashell. Hook. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm gonna grab this. Because we're gonna need a damage boost through some stuff. Ba-da-dum-da-dum-dum-dum. $20. That's enough to go fishing. Tail key, eh? Alright, so if we do fishing first... Hey, Sokka! Happy Friday. Much appreciated. Yeah, I don't like this crispiness. It's gotta be the headset. You hope I feel better? I appreciate it. I'll definitely feel a lot better once everything is set up next week. So next week should be the last week before everything's moved in and new life is being adjusted to. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Alright. Ba-na-na-na. Nah. So it's not Keezy. But yeah, for those who don't know, I have two partners, one of whom used to show up to stream a lot, but they have since been busy. I'm just gonna do this vanilla. But, yeah, Blarg. What was I going on about? Ow. But that partner's been going through some living situation problems, so the kind of temp plan is to have them living with me, which I do not have a lot of space for that. So the last, like, week has been a lot of prepping for it. Hookshot, eh? Take that. Crispy audio, why? It's gotta be my headset. Rude. Darn it. So I'm gonna pit walk. Okay. Tech with it who wants dip. I mean, I think I qualify on that 6%. Show, we can't use that right now. Was I able to get Dissidia to cooperate? Unfortunately... Unfortunately not. I tried to run it without having the streaming stuff going, and it was still having that, like, every second stutter on a... or every, like, 1 second stutter on a frame. So... I can only assume it's just not gonna work. Which is disappointing. Means I'll have to get a new PC set up at some time, and with RAM shortages for the next 2 years, it's basically not gonna happen, which basically leaves my options as rebuy the game on PlayStation 5, and all of the DLC on PlayStation 5, which I'm really not eager to do. Or... just not for now. Because, yeah, it was stuttering even without stream stuff on, which means it's something to do with PC power. Much like this crispy audio I'm getting. Because, hey, do you guys hear the crispiness? Or is it just me? Because I can power through crispiness, but if it's you guys, I want to figure it out. doo doo. Da doodly doo doo doo. Alright. So this is hell. Dang it. Alright, I'm not gonna do it. No one has a definitive answer. Some say it's constantly looking for controller input. Well. My other dress. You know what, for once we'll keep blue dress. Hooray, the Crispies are back. Ow. Damage boost. Doggo says hi. Hello, Doggo. Mm-hmm. Necklace, that's what it stole. She just was want to get that sweet bikini top. Alright. Let's get this portal. Could do reverse raft game. Magic Rod's in Color Dungeon. That is useful. Okay, knowing that, I'm actually gonna go to Color Dungeon. Another thread saying it's searching for a controller. Man, when I get bombs, it's gonna be great. You know, just like every Zelda game, bombs, they're where it's at. Oh, Dungeon Shuffle's on. Does this change anything? A little bit, yeah, actually. So that means we can fit an actual Color Dungeon. Slime key. Bow, eh? I'll take bow. Bow early is kind of nice. Fuck. I will read that in a bit. 13 has the same problem at launch. If you weren't using a controller. Problem is I am using a controller. Square not only adopted as a fucking game. Yep. There we go. Cheese bufflors. Cheese poof. There's no reason to go there. Make the bubbles poof. Okay, we don't know what boss is in there. Let's take a peek. We can pull this off. Just gotta, like, stutter step it. Like a champ. I am a god given form. I'm mad. Brimming with rage. Alright, what dungeon is this? D1. Alright, before we do D1... I'm gonna do a couple things. First one... Let's go see what our instruments required are. We need the conch. We need... drum. We need wind marimba. Surf harp and choral triangle. So we don't actually need D1. Lovely. Alright, well D1 is a bunch of free checks at least, so we will go try to do those 5 checks. But first... need these nuts. Okay, there's one. Man, this crispy audio is not amazing. It's really bugging me. A bikini top. I don't have a shield, so... I don't have bombs. Bird key. We like bird key. Okay. Kinda like... middle of the road here. Come on. Pit walking. I'm not pit walking back. There is a benefit to going to the boss. Ribbon, alright. Go past there. Rude. Oh, come on. Fuck's sakes. Crispy audio is not helping my situation. Alright, let's just not do it. I was gonna say to check the boss, because they're shuffled. It would narrow out one that I don't have to fight, and possibly something I don't need to find, but... it's not worth the effort. Not when we're, like, a hit from death. That's just a seashell. We'll return home after this. Alright. What is the beggar item? Just another seashell. So, nothing. I have a Yoshi doll. I'll take bombs. Bombs are good. Bombs are very good. Joshy, get it right. Joshy, no! Joshy, yes! So we don't need the seashell from down there as of yet. Guess we should check more dungeons. Get 60 bombs. Gotta make them last. Should also think about D1. The problem is we don't have a lot of items. Alright. Collar Dungeon. We know Rod is here. Hey, Binks. Come on. Off there you get. Another key. Alright. We have bow. So we can take this guy on. Alright. Come on, Rod. Well, it's one of the 3 checks. I think... I think Hookshot does work on Hard Hat Beetle. I am beacon-needed. The Goo Gals, they're coming for me. Alright, this is officially gonna have to fight the boss. Good thing I have bombs. Okay, not be on the spikes, thank you. Sword, eh? I'll take sword. That means the last item in here is rod, and this has to be a key, so... Sword means we can fight. Color Dungeon pays off. Dang, hookshot against hard hat, OP. Alright, give me the map and the rod. Alright. And then we never have to go in there again. So we get like 2 checks in D8. Ow, my most of me. Let's do Bikini Top. And then Armos Maze? That sounds appropriate. Okay, let's go... Let's go down here. Should check what dungeon D5 is. There we go. The difference sword makes on this bug. Ah, I don't even want it. Throw it back. Not even worth it. Alright, we got a few bomb checks to do. Gonna check this. Don't think we can beat any of the dungeons yet. If we had Feather... Just get the 2 checks here. This is a dungeon we have to beat later, though, so... Garbage... More garbage. Okay. Okay. Actually, if we do Animal Village stuff, return, use the teleporter, go up to D4 area, get the swim checks and the maze stuff, that might actually be slightly better. Let's do it. Okay. We'll let that count up just for the sake of Mamu stuff. We don't need that. Alright. And now we're going to the teleporter. If I could jump. If I could jump, I could cheat. And if I could cheat, I could win. Like, realistically, Feather and Boots, and we're probably Go mode. We might need these two keys, but it's not likely. Statistically speaking, we've got a pretty good chance. We know where one of the dungeons we need are, and there's 3 that are skippable, only 2 that are inaccessible. Da-da-da-da! Got eaten by an alligator? That sounds like a terrible time. Alright. Feather! Everything's better with Feather! We can cheat! The power of jump! We can cheat! Alright. We will do that. See, we found D1. So if 4 and 6 are 3 and 7, we're good. And Slime Eye is somewhere that we don't have to go. That's the dream. Why does that sound familiar? Eh, maybe Zelda was passed this way. Cash money. It was a rich crow. They do like shiny things. Okay, the fact that the audio keeps crisping on me. Is anyone else hearing that kind of, like, staticiness on the high notes? Or is that just on my end? No? Okay, well... Again, so long as it's just me, it's... fine, but I don't like it. It's very distracting. We should get that. The worst part is it just keeps coming in and out. The hibiscus. He was saving the flower for his girlfriend. Well, it sucks to be her. I am the superior girlfriend. Despite being on all these guys' sides, because I am anti-authority. They overthrew the king. They deserve it. He was a really shitty king who only cared about his leaves. That means that the odds of us being able to finish are really high. Richard was a prince, not a king. Just ask Vegeta, there's a difference. He was never crownated. Okay, this is one of the dungeons we don't need, which is bad. We can try for the checks in here, though. Rude. Rude. Rude, why is this not... Why are we not... I have a clicky D-pad, so I can feel when buttons are being pressed or not. Declaring himself king. Doesn't have respect for his late father. I've never been thankful for an acorn. But that did let me clip faster. But no, there's this fan comic of... Oh, well, okay, that's every key. Boots would still be nice. Since if we run into Slime Eye... But I think we just go dungeon hopping now. Finish my previous thought. There's a webcomic somebody does with Vegeta and his daughter that we only see very briefly in GT. But it's the two of them and him like being like the best dad. And one thing she does is she crownates him. Do I need keys? Not really. Like, I need like 3 keys. Golden leaf, that's one of the extra checks. Check out that. He really is a good dad once he gets the stick pulled out of his ass? Exactly. Key. Not key. He's arguably a better dad than Goku. A houseplant is a better dad than Goku. Shield, that's actually super useful. So that's the last key we need. How dare I call Piccolo a simple houseplant? Right, we don't have boots, so we gotta do this the shitty way. The cheaty way! Ow. Cheating! I just want to see what boss this is, because it'll narrow down what we need. And this check exists. I think it has to be a key, though. No, powder upgrade. That's fine. Okay, so unfortunately Facade's not in the need to beat, guys. That's rough. So we've got a 2 in 8 chance. What we need is going to be easy. We don't need to do D1. We should go do D8 next. Did I see the new archetype for Winged Dragon of Ra? I did. It's interesting to finally have a new Divine Beast who's a fusion. That is the extent of my interest over it. It's neat. So if I find boots, I'm in go mode. Otherwise, we're kind of gambling. Should I just beeline bosses? I almost think I should. Do the right half here first. You like the art for the fusions? It's okay. I'm more excited that I got the Stardew Valley secret lair, and the secret card for one of them was Krobus. So I now have Krobus Academy Manufactor, which means that Krobus is part of my win con in my clue deck. And everything's better with Krobus. He's a little guy. Didn't see the card, let me look. It's Krobus! It's literally just Krobus, done by Concerned Ape. I was gonna say, and all 3 bonus cards aren't actually down. There was a big score in the one with the Arcane Signet, and the 3rd one has a, another thing. I'm just gonna get the checks on the way. Bananas. That counts as a DA check, so. Yes. Alright, who's it gonna be? Fish. Oh, no, wait, this is Eagle. Real fake floors? Yeah, they don't reveal them before release. I only even realized there was going to be bonus cards when my extra land one arrived with the Catarid. Or Caryatid. You love the ooze token? It is very cute. Problem is I'd never use the ooze. Like, it's just a card I would never actually, like, use. And then it didn't have 2 smaller ooze tokens. It's just the one. Okay, let's go up mountain. Do the 2 dungeons up that way. Because currently getting up mountain is glitch logit, which means the boots cannot be up there. Unless Rooster is down here, and then I'll be disappointed, but... like, boots is the only gray area for go mode, and we still got a, like, 25% chance they're not needed. We'll just grab checks that are, like, directly on the way. So let's go down here. Rude. Rude. Dang it. Come on. Come on. Frame 1 fall. Missed it. Come on. There we go. Validated the run. Alright. Look at the annoying checks. No, because they can't be boots. Well, they could be boots. Shovels and catfish. We might care about that, but if we get to caring about that, it's very minor. Earth token is the dragon token from the old rewards program. D7 is not a dungeon I have to do. As fun as doing D7 is, it's not on the list. And it keeps this bridge clear. No Marin. So there's a 1 in 3 chance that this is D2, D5, or D6. One of those is significantly worse than the others. Just gonna do this because it's right on the way and annoying to get to. Gonna have to buy arrows. Cheating! Can't be stopped. Alright, so I hope this is D2. It's D6. We don't need the nightmare key. We don't need any actual keys. I think just due to the location, we full clear it. No, we don't have level 2 bracelets. Okay, so we did need that key specifically. We do this with bomb triggers, and then hope we don't have to come back. This could be any boss. I could die! Come all the way up. The power! Alright. We'll get this check because we're here. Weirdly enough, I actually did need those arrows. Ah! Getting bullied. Alright, and who do we have? Okay, thank God. Beak. Wang. Alright, we're gonna maintain the gamble. Ba-na-na-na-na. Okay, D3's down there. We don't need to do it. Gotta go to 4 and 6. Which will be 2 and 5. Alright. Legendary bot unlock, go! Okay, 2, we need to find 2 keys? Nothing else? Alright, we're passing a hint, so we'll grab it. Ow. Hookshot in woods. Not helpful. Okay, we have enough keys, so unless a chest's like on my way, we stop getting them. Valid. I think because I hit the switch, this is the path, right? No. I am dummy. Alright, well we have all the keys. We can do the other checks if I have to. But I'm gonna pretend I don't have to. Rude! Alright. 25% still paying off. Mental check, I think walking and swimming is going to be faster than doing raft game. We have to swim like 2 or 3 screens, but we'll be faster overall. Would be even faster if I'd cashed the bananas in, but unfortunately we're on the wrong side for that. So this will be D5. Ow. My most of me. And we are close to D4. Alright, we gotta get our first key, which is one of these 3 checks. Please be this one. Nope. Key! Nope. Alright. You know, Bubba, you could probably afford to become a special colored Tokay. You could be the red one that gets the last meat. Da-dun, dun, da-dun. Right, I need a second key. Yeah. Oh, well, there's boots. That's convenient. Well, that's 100% go mode. That's really fucking funny. And there's the key we need. Literal, like, I could not have scripted that better. Saved by forgetting that I needed a key. That's really funny. That said, I will need to stop by home to buy more arrows to deal with Deathel. Because we will be killing him with arrows. Vanilla in my rando. One, two, a three, a four. Murderized. Oh. You comfy, Binks? I think you've stayed in my lap the entire run. You've been a good boy. That said, my knee is, oh god, that particular thigh. Not doing too hot. Maybe like a 120 will be my time this week? We don't have any keys yet, so I do need one. Let's try to go these first. We just need one key. One key. Achieved. Yeah, 14 is like exact change to kill Deathel. And I don't trust my timing that much, so I'm gonna want to buy arrows once before we go there. There we go. Alright, did I even need the boots? Ironically, no. The letter? We're not gonna catfish that man. Surf harp. Hothead gets to defy physics. Eh. Because the bottle is fucked up. Alright, return home. Put the boots on. Give me these. I'll even actually pay for them. Like a good Samaritan. Just another speedrun world for me. Yep. $5 for me. Alright, all rise for the national anthem. And sit down. Left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up. You know what the funny thing is? We got it! Alright, so let's clip into that wall. Let's go here. Ah, fuck. Because I haven't gotten the quick kill in a while, and I finally get it, and I screw up the Agamanip. Alright. We gotta hope this works. Nope. And now we've got a second sword slash, we're very off-kilter. There we are. Alright. Dang it. Boots do help here. Alright. Aerodethel, let's go. This is why I wanted extra arrows. Come on. Climb the stairs. And... die. Less than 115. Alright. Other people have probably completed things, so let's see what the going rate is for the time on this one. We got a DNF. We beat Tomba by 5 minutes. So Tomba probably also... Yeah, Tomba did that well. I presume we're gonna get our asses handed to us. Aw, Binks, look at your tummy! DNF from Darkness Link. Got the sword really late. Take a chance it wouldn't be too bad a time. Boss in the 5th dungeon you couldn't defeat. Search everything again, going back would have been too much. Lost interest. 5th dungeon would have been hookshot, which means you didn't... Ah! You could beat the D5 boss, that means you didn't have hookshot, which means you skipped Forest Batter. That's a rough skip. Hey, late things. All the cuddles. Yeah, all the headbutts. Yeah, it looks like Tomba went with the same stuff as me. Didn't get the D7 key, so never went up there, and that's where he saved time. Hello, you. Yes, Binks, all of the cuddles. Just for you. Yes, 'cause you are a good boy. It's hot in here. You hear purrs? He is, in fact, a purrin'. Alright. It's officially a 113. And we did 5 less checks than Tomba. Alright. Alright, let's see. Do we get a loot box? I have 2 emails. What are these? From the Shire to Secret Lair? I don't care. I cared about the Stardew Secret Lair because I love Stardew. Alright. Thanks. Stop. Yay! Loot box. And Mousy! Yes, log in first. I know. Authorized. I trust Dade with my life, with my social security number. And we got 10 trees and a house. You know what? I got a house. Love to see it. I'm still saving for stuff. Ooh, I have 2 different houses. That's interesting. But alright. Close all that. Big stretch. I'm going to turn the AC on because it's cooking in here. I got some stuff left to prepare for the move-in next week, so I gotta go do that. Thanks everyone so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Monday, we'll return to the Fields of Mystria for more cozy maxing, because that's how I do. We gotta min-max our little farming situation. And then we'll have the race next week before the move-in. So, thanks so much for coming out, and I'll see you later.